In the heart of Lekki, where the gates were high and the tuition was higher, stood Evergreen Heights Academy. It was the kind of school that looked like a palace on Instagram. Brightly painted walls, smiling children in Crips uniforms, and a motto that promised excellence and discipline. But inside, the atmosphere wasn't one of learning. It was one of survival. The school was the personal kingdom of Mrs. Beatrice Adeyemi. She wasn't just the proprietress. She was the law. Mrs. Adeyemi liked things done her way, at her time, and without question. She liked praise. She liked obedience. Most of all, she liked the silence of people who were too afraid to speak up. In the hallways of Evergreen Heights, the teachers didn't walk. They scurried. They lived in fear of the clack of Mrs. Adeyemi's high heels. Miss Tinuade, a brilliant young teacher, once suggested a small change to the timetable to give the primary 3 pupils a longer break. Mrs. Adeyemi had laughed in her face in front of the entire staff. "So, you are the one running the school now, Miss Tinuade?" she had asked, her voice dripping with sarcasm. "If you are too soft to handle my standards, the gate is wide open. There are 1,000 unemployed graduates waiting for your seat." Miss Tinuade never made another suggestion. Neither did anyone else. The parents weren't spared either. When the school's official WhatsApp group was created, parents thought it was a bridge. They soon realized it was a trap. Mr. Chidi Obi, a successful businessman, once posted a polite inquiry about a sudden 50,000 naira developmental levy. Within minutes, Mrs. Adeyemi replied, "Mr. Obi, if Evergreen is too expensive for your budget, kindly withdraw your children. We do not explain our excellence to people looking for discounts." Before Mr. Obi could type a response, the notification popped up. Admin removed Mr. Chidi Obi. Then there was Mrs. Zainab Bello, who shared a photo of her son's bruised knees after he was made to kneel on gravel for an hour. Mrs. Adeyemi's response was cold. "We don't raise weaklings here. If you want a playground, take him home." Mrs. Zainab was blocked immediately. The culture of fear culminated at the annual PTA meeting. The hall was packed with parents like Mrs. Amaka Okoro, who watched her daughter cry every morning before school, and Mr. Shegun Kolawole, who was tired of constant, unexplained fees. Mr. Shegun stood up to speak, his voice trembling slightly. "Ma, we are concerned about the public humiliation of the teachers and the children. It is affecting their morale." Mrs. Adeyemi didn't even let him finish. She leaned into the microphone, her eyes scanning the room like a hawk. If any parent here feels they can run a school better than Beatrice Adeyemi, I invite you to go and hang your own signpost. Otherwise, sit down and let those who want quality education for their children speak. The room went dead silent. Mr. Segun sat down, defeated. Mrs. Adeyemi smiled, believing she had crushed the last of the resistance. But she didn't notice Mrs. Funke Adebayo sitting in the third row. Funke was new to the school. She didn't argue. She didn't shout. She just sat there with her phone angled perfectly. The recording lights blinking a steady, silent red. Mrs. Adeyemi thought she had won. She thought her power was absolute. She had no idea that while she was busy blocking parents and silencing teachers, a file was being opened that she couldn't delete. How does a quiet mother take down a woman who thinks she is untouchable? And what happens when the secret of Evergreen Heights finally leave the school gates? The reign of Mrs. Adeyemi was about to face a storm she never saw coming. Will Mrs. Funke's evidence be enough to break the iron gate of Evergreen Heights? Find out in part 2, where the hunters become the hunted. If you've ever dealt with a Mrs. Beatrice in your child's school or your workplace, drop a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the conclusion of this story.